So the reverse loop module, I've got it to the stage now where the plaster cloth can go on. Rough design is a road bridge here, road up, joining another road here, either a bridge over these tracks or the scenery would just extend and the road would continue over, and this will just be hillside. Haven't decided whether to leave these tracks exposed or hide them underneath scenery. Here I've used a well, in the States here this is actually material that you would put on your windows as a screen for insects. So it's an aluminium, very similar though to, I think, Knock or somebody produced like a modeler's version of it. I've put in a combination of cardboard rather, and foam platforms that are flat. The way that this will work is something like this. We'll have a castle feature, something like that. That will have an access road here. This will all be gravel, so there'll be some sort of car parking space around it, and there'll be a brick wall up the side, and then on this side a combination of these Lillput Lane and David Winter cottages that are now being transformed into railway items. An example might be, and again the reason why I put these bases in is something like that, so that it's flat for this to sit on. Probably a grassy bank area. I can also sit some of the buildings on here. Once we've got plaster cloth, I'll have to build it up so that it will be even. Some sort of arrangement like that, so the road will come down and around, and I'm thinking that in this back corner here we'll have a churchyard scene. There'll be space for people's back gardens here. Churchyard would then have, here I've got some gravestones that could go on it, and I've even got one house here which is sort of a nice corner shape, so that might actually work out. Not all exactly the same gauge, it's pretty close to N gauge, so I've got some N gauge figures here that I've been using for myself to sort of size the building, so close enough. So I'm at the point now I'll get all these buildings out the way, plaster cloth this whole area, start off with just the plaster cloth. I'll probably paint it dirt color, a brown, then add the road with probably the Woodland Scenics product that I've used before, and we'll see how this turns out from here. So 2 steps further along in the process, put the plaster cloth on top of the wire that was there, and now I have also cut bases for each of the buildings that need to go on there and have leveled the bases. So I used a spirit level after cutting the base to be about the size of the building that was going there. Used cardboard and hot glue to get these bases level, both north, south, east, west directions. And so now, even though the road goes down at an angle, the buildings will be level all of the way down, which is as it should be. And then down the bottom corner here I've used a piece of wood. So now I will have to go back over the top of these with some more plaster cloth, so that it'll blend in an angle like here, coming out the bottom of the building will blend down to the road level. It won't be, you know, a huge gap like this. I just cut out some paper brick, and that's just actually a photocopy of a what were they called? Can't remember now. These were Metcalfe, and I've photocopied it just onto regular paper, just to have something for mock-ups. So, for example, one of the things I want to mock up is how's this going to look here as a wall down the side of the building. Is it too high? Is it too thick? So, just photocopying straight onto paper is good enough. Anyway, so for example, I just tried around here to say, okay, yeah, I could potentially put a brick wall as a retaining wall. I might plaster cloth this out at a sort of more of a 45-degree angle and turn it into lawn. Not sure yet. But anyway, this is going to be a very minimal town scene. It's just going to be the backs of these buildings from here, and the road at the back here that'll come round, turn around at this house, go up to the church. There'll be a path from the church down into the meet up with the main road here, and then this will be the churchyard area, the gravesite area. And then these will be pretty much, these are the lot lines for each of the houses, so their gardens will be appropriately placed here with fences, so they may actually abut the wall of the church here instead of being this far back. We'll wait and see. Oh, and then I've caulked the main line. Next job is to lay the main line down to here. This is the point at which the main line curves through a 1 foot section which we don't have here yet onto the other module.